Welcome back to the Michael Cohen Show on our continued journey to 250,000 subscribers. We're 5,000 now short. So do me a favor, hit subscribe, watch, but most importantly, share, because it's on this channel that you're going to get the unabridged, raw, unfiltered truth that you're not getting anywhere else. And I want to talk about something that is absolutely on every channel and on everyone's mind. As the fire rages on in Los Angeles, our president-elect, and I'm so personally disappointed in him, knowing him as long as I have, he's decided now to make this a political issue. I want to begin by showing you a clip from yesterday of Trump saying that he has been pleading with Governor Gavin Newsom, who of course he calls new scum, to allow water into LA. I'm going to be honest, I have no idea what he's talking about. Play the clip.
On California, Mr. President, during the pandemic, you often said that you didn't believe that you should bail out blue states that you believe were being mismanaged. Given your criticism of Governor Gavin Newsom, are you willing to work with him, and do you believe that federal aid should be provided to California for as long as it takes?
Well, it's very sad because I've been trying to get Gavin Newsom to allow water to come. You'd have tremendous water up there. They send it out to the Pacific because they're trying to protect a tiny little fish, which is in other areas, by the way, called a smelt. And for the sake of a smelt, they have no water. They had no water in the fire hydrants today in Los Angeles. It was a terrible thing. And we're going to get that done. It's going to finally be done. I got it done from the federal side, and he didn't want to sign it, but it's not going to happen again like that. There's no reason. Can you imagine? You have farmers that don't have any water in California. They have plenty of water. They don't have a drought. They send it out to the Pacific. And it's crazy. So,
again, I have no idea what he's legitimately talking about. And I don't think he has a clue either. He also goes on to say that Beverly Hills has been decimated. But I want to be clear, and I pray to God, at the time of this recording, right now, the fire has not reached Beverly Hills. There is no decimation in Beverly Hills. Now, Beverly Hills, of course, is on his mind because he had a house right across the street from the Beverly Hills Hotel. In fact, we actually had two. Play this clip.
It's a true tragedy. I know those areas very well. I have many friends living in those houses. That is a true tragedy. Nobody ever thought. I mean, virtually Beverly Hills and areas around Beverly Hills are being decimated. The biggest homes, some of the most valuable homes in the world are just destroyed. I don't even know.
Right. First of all, it's the Palisades that's right now being decimated. It is in LA County. So way to go, Donald. You got that right. And Malibu, destroyed. Absolutely destroyed. Now, as I said before, Trump has been on a tear. And as the president-elect coming in, is this really the way to start? He has been on a tear, especially as it relates to Gavin Newsom. Now, I want to show you what Gavin Newsom had to say in response to Trump. Play that clip.
Even asked this question, but the president-elect chose to attack you, blame you for this.
One can't even respond to it. I mean, people are literally fleeing. People have lost their lives. Kids lost their schools. Families completely torn asunder. Churches burned down. This guy wanted to politicize it. I have a lot of thoughts, and I know what I want to say. I won't. I stood next to a president of the United States of America today, and I was proud to be with Joe Biden. And he had the backs of every single person in this community. He didn't play politics, didn't try to divide any of us.
Finally, your message.
And that's the whole thing, too. I am trying to be hopeful. I really am. That when Trump, on the 20th of this month, is inaugurated as president, that his inaugural speech will be one of inclusiveness, not this divisiveness, and to do it during a time when literally there's zero containment right now of this fire. And only because these winds were like at 60 plus miles an hour. It was sending ash everywhere, which is why this fire is burning out of control. Now, I want to show you some of the posts that Trump has put out, for example, on Truth Social over the last couple of days. Let me show you this. First of all, he turns around and he goes, one of the best and most beautiful parts of the United States of America is burning down to the ground. It's ashes, and Gavin Newsom should resign. This is all his fault. Here's another one. Fire is spreading rapidly for 3 days, zero containment. Nobody has ever seen such failed numbers before. Gross incompetence by Gavin Newsom and Karen Bass. And Biden's FEMA has no money, all wasted on the Green New scam. LA is a total wipeout. He goes on in another post. No water in the fire hydrants, no money in FEMA. This is what Joe Biden is leaving me. Thanks, Joe. That doesn't stop there. And by the way, these are all like within minutes apart from one another or an hour apart from one another. This isn't like it's over the course of a day because he's got things. It's one after another. So he says in this one, as of this moment, Gavin Newsom and his Los Angeles crew have contained exactly 0% of the fire. It is burning at levels that even surpassed last night. This is not government. I can't wait till January 20th. All right, there's one more here. The fires in Los Angeles may go down in dollar amount as the worst in the history of our country. In many circles, they're doubting whether insurance companies will even have enough money to pay for this catastrophe. Let this serve and be emblematic of the gross incompetence and mismanagement of the Biden-Newsom duo. January 20th cannot come fast enough. I mean, really? First of all, there's a problem with insurance because insurance companies, several over the course of the last year, have dropped many of their clients simply because the insurance is so high. Many of the clients dropped the insurance company. I don't even know. All I do know is all I'm hearing about is like the 30 or 40 celebrities whose homes have burnt down in the Palisades and so on. And while my heart bleeds for them, there are a lot of other people that are damaged too. And we shouldn't forget about them. All their property, their clothes, their memories, their photos, maybe antiquities from their grandparents or great-grandparents, all of that is lost, irreplaceable. And the first thing Trump does has to throw blame at somebody. You want to throw blame at something? How about, let me throw this at you. How about climate change? How about that to start? And if all this shit isn't bad enough, you got good old fucking jerk off Jesse Water, right? He plays a clip on Fox News, no doubt, of course, Fox News, that feels like a parody. It feels like a fucking parody of the situation. Play the clip.
Water management, forest management, Gavin doesn't know what he's doing. Again, Trump warned him about this years ago.
Got to take care of the floors, the floors of the forests, very important.
Yeah. Let me remind everybody in 2020, 4.1 million acres in Los Angeles, in California, burnt as a result of a wildfire. And that was not under the Biden administration. It was under the Trump administration. These situations are happening over and over and over again. Let me give you an example. How many hurricanes have we seen? Did we not just see a hurricane wipe out Sanibel Island in Florida? In fact, here's a little tidbit for you. There's about 25 buildings now that have been identified on Collins Avenue on the water. Literally, beachfront property. Every one of those apartments is at least $1 million that are now tipping as a result of the movement of the sand, the movement of the ground because of the crazy climate change. Now, Trump and MAGA have, of course, decided to not just attack Joe Biden, Gavin Newsom, but they decided to also attack the LAPD, the Los Angeles Police Department, for caring about DEI initiatives. And again, I want to end on a clip of Jesse Waters railing on the leadership because it's diverse. Play the clip.
So who else is running things? This right here, ladies and gentlemen, this is the leadership of the LA Fire Department. I sure hope they know what they're doing.
Yeah, once again, that's exactly what he's doing. He's playing into that whole DEI. Let me be very clear, all right? This is a tragedy. And the fact that they can turn around and they can make these sort of statements, it's truly, truly amazing to watch. This lack of empathy, this lack of care for a fellow American who is absolutely, I don't give a shit if you're Republican, Democrat, Independent, or you don't vote at all. You have no party affiliation. You're an American. And what we're supposed to do as Americans during times like this is not to turn around and to say, Trump has now, based upon these folks, have become the Messiah. He seems to know of everything. Jesse Water, Trump warned of this apocalypse, and so on. Seriously? Not only of course, is he the leader of the Republican Party, but now he's the Messiah too. He is the all-knowing, all-powerful Messiah who has been able to predict this going back to 2018. He predicted it, but he didn't predict it under his watch. My friends, this is really so terrible. And my hope, my prayer is, number one, that this fire gets put out immediately, but that this country stops this bullshit. Truly, I don't know who is around Donald during these times. And this isn't happening like it was when I was over there at 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. This is happening like 7 at night, 8 at night. And I guarantee you there's a whole bunch of people that is sitting around him. And he reads the tweets before they actually go out. And so then I'm sure they're saying to him, yeah, go Donald. Yeah, that's right. Fuck Gavin Newsom, right? And fuck the LAPD because they're diverse. And it's all about the DI. Yeah, put it out, Donald. Somebody has to say to him, it's the wrong thing to do. You are going to become, again, President of the United States of America. That means you are a president to all, not just to MAGA, not just to Florida, not just to states that voted for you. You won the election, my friend. Okay? You won the election. Be a president for all. And as always, thanks for listening.
Hey, everyone. First of all, thanks for watching. I mean, we're going to be posting daily episodes with reactions and talking about politics. We'll be talking about everything, in fact. So please like and subscribe. Join us on this journey.